Good people, we are back at it again. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Mose Knows. I am your host, Mose. Welcome to episode 18 of the team-specific mock draft series. We have been following the 2021 NFL draft order, and today we're on the 18th team in that order. Now, you're like, wait a minute. Houston Texans aren't the 18th team in this order. They are not. The Miami Dolphins are. However, the Miami Dolphins had 2 first-round picks. They had 3 and they had 18. 3 was not originally theirs. That belonged to the Houston Texans. However, the Texans traded that pick to Miami in exchange for left tackle Laremy Tunsil. So, Houston Texans didn't have a good year. Miami did, although they didn't make the playoffs, and that's why they were at 3 and 18. Fast forward, Miami doesn't have 3 anymore. That belongs to the San Francisco 49ers because they traded up. Miami moved back to 12, but then moved back up to 6 because then they traded with the Eagles. So now Miami's at 6, the 49ers are at 3, Miami's at 6, the Eagles are at 12, and Houston still doesn't have a first-round pick. But I know you don't want to see me do Miami twice. Although, foreshadowing, there might be a redo of the Miami Dolphins mock draft because of all the trades that they did. And so their mock draft might change, moving from 3 to 6. It might change, right? And plus, the Miami Dolphins fans have been the best fans so far because that video has the most views. My Miami Dolphins mock draft video, episode 3, has the most views of any video on my channel so far. So Miami Dolphins fans, they earned it. They put in the work. They watched the video, they liked it, they commented. I had some great interactions with some Dolphins fans. They earned a redo. So you never know, that might come. But today we're gonna do Houston Texans. So we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna select Houston. We're gonna select 7 rounds. We're gonna go fast. Because this whole first round is just gonna be us talking. Oh! The Jets went Trey Lance and Zach Wilson fell to my Niners at 3. Oh, praise God. Hallelujah. That's beautiful. If it works like that in real life, I'm cool. So yeah, we don't have a first round pick. And we don't have a second. We don't have a second round pick. The Houston Texans not picking until round 3. Oh. Now listen, I'm gonna bring up Deshaun Watson. Not to discuss his legal matter, what's going on with that. We don't have the full details. Until the full details come out, we cannot pass judgment on Deshaun Watson. What we can say that sexual misconduct or sexual assault of any kind is abhorrent. It should be condemned. No woman should be forced into any type of unwanted sexual advance, sexual touch, anything like that ever. I'm married to my beautiful wife of which will be 12 years in June. We have 2 beautiful daughters. I got a mom. I have sisters. I have cousins. So I understand. Again, not passing judgment on Deshaun because we don't know the full details. But I do want to say that, here at Mose Knows, we do condemn any type of behavior like that. This isn't passing judgment on Deshaun. So not to speak of his, legal issues or whether I think he did it or he didn't or what the league should do. Let's just talk from a pure standpoint of Houston. You don't have any assets. And whether you keep Deshaun Watson or not, let's keep it a beam. You're not winning anything this year. Going at it like this, whether he's there or not, you're going to be picking in the top 5 again. He doesn't want to be there. He's made it clear. You already got rid of DeAndre Hopkins, which he didn't agree with. You let J.J. Watt walk as a courtesy to him. Plus, he's an older player, and you were trying to get rid of that $18 million that you will be on the hook for with his contract. So you made a smart business decision there. Bro, I know you're trying to get as much as you can for him, and I know a team is probably going to still give you a good amount. Y'all got to move on from Deshaun. Just move on, trade him, let him go about his business. You got a new head coach and a new GM. Start fresh. Start fresh with your guys who you want in your system. Build this team the right way. You don't have a first round pick. You don't have a second round pick. You're not picking until the third round. You're not really going to be able to build a team like you want to this year with Deshaun on the roster. Get rid of that guy. I thank you for your service, but then you get to save on that cap because you're going to have to pay him more as his contract goes along. You get to save on that cap money, and you get to build this team how you want to build this team. And with this whole saga, the organization literally has to give you a redshirt year. This is your redshirt year. You got rid of JJ, you get rid of Deshaun Watson, you get as much draft capital as you can, and you start to build the team how you want to build the team. This is a redshirt year. This doesn't count to you rebuilding the team. Next year, 2022, that'll start your 3-year clock for the rebuild. And if you can bring this team back to some significant level of winning. They got to give you a redshirt year with all this stuff that's going on. But think about it. And do what's best for the organization. Make the trade. Get rid of Deshaun Watson. So we're on the clock. Here is 67. Corner is in need. Interior D-line is in need. I would say more so defensive end or edge is in need. Interior O-line, yeah, definitely. Tight end, yep. Edge, linebacker, safety, wide receiver, yep. And tackle. All right, so who's on the board? Alex Leatherwood is here. That could be a good option. Put him in at tackle. He can also play guard. I think you want to start him at right tackle opposite Larry Tunsil. That could be an option. Brady Christensen is a good option here. Breathitt Jordan. Tight end is a good option. James Hudson. I don't think he falls this far. But if he's there, he's a good option at right tackle. Richie Grant is a good option. I think you have to go with the offensive line with corners. Okay. Mellifine, Texas, Campbell, Sean Wade, Boston, Beatles, so some of them guys will still be there. I think you got to go offensive line. I think you have to protect. If you keep Deshaun Watson, even though he's not going to play, you got to protect him. And if he doesn't play, and if you bring in somebody else, whether you sign a veteran quarterback or you draft a rookie quarterback because you traded Deshaun Watson and now you have the assets to get the guy that you want either in the first round or the second round, I think you're going to need to protect whoever that guy is. So let's go Alex Leatherwood, offensive tackle out of Alabama. And let's see if we even have a pick in the 4th round. I might have to talk so this video makes it to 10 minutes. Going through all the compensatory picks. Okay, so we're on the clock here in the 4th round. Number 109 overall. We could go running back for sure. Don't need it. We got David Johnson, Philip Lindsay, Mark Ingram. Don't need it. Interior defensive line, we could, but again, I like edge better. I feel like we can have Malik Collins stay at nose tackle. We have Ross Blacklock behind him, but I think he's going to move to one of those defensive end positions in that 3-4. So, let's take a look here. Somebody like Dean Cage might be decent in that 3-4. Also, Cam Sample would be good in that. Olayinbo would be good in that. Patrick Jones is an option. I actually like Odingo from Vanderbilt here. Why is my Apple Watch telling me to breathe? I'm breathing. I'm good. Corners in need of my guys here. Trill Williams. That's definitely an option. We gotta see. Ooh, Cisco's still here. I know he's coming off of that torn Achilles, but he's a young guy. He'll bounce back. Sit him next to Justin Reed. That could be an option here in the 4th round. But with the limited number of picks, until we know for sure that they add more picks, I think you have to go with sure things. I don't think you can draft a guy who's injured and hope that he's able to play. You gotta draft a guy who can come in and give you valuable minutes now, valuable snaps now. So let's fill up one of those end spots and let's get Victor Cage here in the 4th round. Let's see when our next pick is coming up. Looking. Okay, 147. Here in the 5th round. All the wide receivers that we have are small dudes, right? Yeah. Brandon Cooks, little guy. Randall Cobb, little guy. Kiki QT, little guy. Bunch of little dudes. Let's get a big body wide receiver to help us out on some of them 3rd downs, especially since we don't have a tight end. We'll go Sage Surratt, wide receiver at Wake Forest. Multiple picks in a round? Let's get it. Okay. This is a safety pick that is somebody who can come in and play right away. He's not injured. Keep him in Texas. That'll be a good thing. A feel-good story. Fan base knows him. Let's go Caden Stearns here. I like that. That's a good pick. Safety is a need. Somebody to play next to Justin Reed. I like that. Put Caden Stearns right next to Justin Reed. Keep him in state. That's nice. That's real nice. All right. Pick number 195. Here we go. 6th round. I don't know why my kids are running around downstairs. I told them to be quiet while I'm doing my draft. But do they listen to me? Absolutely not. Corners in need. Let's bring another guy in. I like De'Aaron Dolan from Oregon, so we're going to draft him here in the 6th round. We are back on the clock at pick 203, and we're up again at 212. So we can do some damage here in the late rounds of the draft. Do we want an interior offensive lineman? I think we do, but I think we go Alaric Jackson from Iowa, who can give us that versatility and move inside. So we're going to take him here at 203. And then we're up again at pick 212. Up again at 233. And then that's going to do it. So 2 more picks for us here. Do we go with interior defensive line now? Yeah. We could go Chris Tonga from BYU, another nose tackle, especially if we move Blacklock to a defensive end position. I think he has the size and the athleticism to play the end in that 3-4 system. So if we want to get somebody to back up Malik Collins at that nose tackle, I think Chris Tonga is the perfect guy for that role. So we can take him here. And then at 233, which is our last pick in the draft, let's see who all is available. They are still making noise. Just talked about my kids, and they are still running around, making noise when I'm trying to record. So if you hear it, or hopefully you don't hear it, but if you do, that's what it is. At least they love having fun with each other. That's what I can say. They're kind of close in age, so that was my son. His sisters are probably beating him up right now, so that's what that scream is. He's probably getting jumped by his two little sisters. Obviously, he can't do anything about it. I'm trying to raise him the right way. He doesn't put his hands on his sisters. In fact, he kind of just sits there and puts his hands behind his back and just takes the butt whooping. So, I mean, it's his little sisters, you know, so they're not doing nothing too bad to him. But yeah, you heard that scream. That's what it was. We could go another edge rusher, somebody to play in the linebacker position in that 3-4, the outside linebacker. I like both Josh Kando and Malcolm Coombs, but I think Malcolm Coombs might be better suited for that linebacker position for us. So let's take Malcolm Coombs out of Buffalo. And that should wrap it up for the Houston Texans. So once we get to the end of this, we will recap our picks. So we have a total of 8 picks in the draft, which is not bad. Some teams I've done, they've only had 6 picks or 7 picks or 5. So 8 picks is not bad. But a lot of those picks are in the back half of the draft. There's no first round pick, no second round pick. Excuse me. I really think they need to look at trading Deshaun Watson and trying to recoup some type of draft capital to start to build this team the way that they want to build this team, with some upper echelon talent and with some role players that could turn into top-notch starters later on in the league. So let's recap. So we didn't have a pick until the 3rd round. So with our first pick in the 3rd round, number 67, we take offensive tackle Alex Leatherwood out of Alabama. He has tackle guard flexibility, but I think we're going to start him at right tackle and see where that goes. With our next pick, pick 109, we take Victor Dimukeji, edge rusher out of Duke. Pick 147, we take Sage Surratt, wide receiver out of Wake Forest. At 158, we take a potential starter at the safety position in Caden Stern, safety out of Texas, keep him in state. At 195, we take corner Diamador Lenore out of Oregon. At 203, we take Alaric Jackson, tackle out of Iowa. He also has position versatility, so if we need to throw him into guard, we can do that. At pick 212, we take Chris Tonga, defensive tackle, nose tackle out of BYU. And at 233, we take Malcolm Coombs, edge rusher out of Buffalo, who'll play that outside linebacker position for us in our 3-4. That's going to wrap it up for the Houston Texans here in episode 18. Texans fans, let me know how I did in this draft. Let me know if you liked the draft. Let me know if you didn't like the draft. Let me know what you would do different. I love interacting with the fans of all the teams. So you can hit me down in the comment section. You can also hit me up on all my socials, which I will link in the description box of this video. If you're new, if this is your first time here at Mose Knows, first I want to say thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. Now you're family, and there's nothing you can do about it. Since you're family, I need you to do 2 things for me. First, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Second, I need you to take another 2 seconds and I need you to hit that bell icon. That bell icon is going to give you notifications every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. You want to be made aware when I drop a new video, especially the next video in this series, which will be episode 19. You'll get that notification because you hit that bell icon. Again, thank y'all for spending your time with Mose Knows. I appreciate it, love it more than you know, and I can't wait to be with you in episode 19. Catch you then.